Hello you fantastic people and welcome back to Borderlands 3. In this video we're going to go over the loot you guys can expect after 100 farms of Graveward on Mayhem 10, level 60, 2 volt hunter mode with our boy Flak here. Of course we went and got the dedicated drops first in Mayhem 0, confirmed those for you guys. I farmed probably 200 times and then we switched over to Mayhem 10 and farmed a ton, and we've got the loot numbers for you guys for 100 farms because I figured that's like a bit of an average amount most people will go for to get a gun they want. So this is the drop rates you can expect as well as the new dedicated drops. Now the loot pools have been spread out, generally making it way easier to find the weapons you want, and now the anointments are way easier to get as well because 21 of those trashy ones have been yeeted from the game. So yeah, let's get straight into it. First, of course, I'm sure 99% of people know that Graveward is an Eden 6 in the floating tomb. You can farm him from like halfway through the game if you're brand new to it. It's about halfway through the campaign, and this guy's pretty much the OG of legendary war drops since the very start of the game. Maybe Chupacabra was like day 1 to 7, but since then it's been Graveward pretty much the entire way through. Man dropped so many world drops and had I think 4 dedicated drops before this one. It has been slightly spread out to just 3 now. He's had 2 hard dedicated drops since the very start before dedicated drops even really existed, being the Grave and the Ward shield. The Grave being an artifact and the Ward being a shield, obviously making Grave Ward. So those were never going to move, but he did have the lob shotgun, which is now still a thing as well. So it's pretty much the only dedicated he has apart from those original ones. Of course, there's a whole bunch of different ways to absolutely destroy Grave Ward as quickly as possible with any build. He's pretty much the firing range of this game, but if you guys are brand new to it and you want some help with builds, etc., to kill it as quickly as you can see on screen with all the clips, etc., I have a whole bunch of different builds with Flak especially. Those will be on the channel or just linked down below if you want to check those out. And I've also got a most build which was actually killing it honestly faster than I had with my Flak because she just has so much damn splash damage. So either of those, if you want to check them out, those will be linked down below or just on the channel. Let's get into the drop rates though. After 100 farms, Mayhem 10, level 60, true vault hunter mode, we got 468 world drops, which is a crazy amount. That's an average of just below 4.7 world drops per run. That's not including any dedicated drops, by the way. Those are just purely world drop legendaries. So that is a bunch. That is definitely above average for the campaign bosses we have farmed so far. They're kind of averaging around 3, I would say, and I think the highest we've got so far is 5. So it's pretty close to the best world drop source in the game. As for his dedicated drops though, those ones are a little harder to come by. The Brawler Ward shield, one of the original dedicated drops from Graveward since the start of the game, is a really good shield, quite popular because the ability, whenever it's depleted, you have increased gun damage and melee damage. That thing is crazy, but it doesn't drop very often. Only got 12 of those after 100 farms, which is about 12% drop rate. The Grave artifact is actually even less so. That one only dropped 9 times, so super low for those. But the lob shotgun, which of course has been turned into one of the best weapons in the game since its patch, probably way back when now, but that used to be a really trashy weapon and is now definitely one of the best shotguns in the game for just all characters. That one dropped 17 times out of 100 runs, which is a lot better, a lot easier to come by, which hopefully will make it a little bit easier to get the variations you want. It does come in every elemental type except non-elemental, but with those those trashy anointments taken out of the game, hopefully you can get those ones a little bit easier. A big thing to look out for if you guys are going for Mayhem 10 lob specifically, there is a huge damage variance. I believe it goes from something like 26k to like 44k. Around there. Please let me know if you guys have got any higher damage lobs on Mayhem 10 level 60. But yeah, there is a huge variance, so you probably want to farm until you get one of the higher damage ones as well, because those are definitely well worth it. And there's just a crazy gap. I don't know why, particularly just for the lob, but yeah, there's a huge variance that I would try and get the best one for. Altogether, 12, 9, and 17 is a 38% dedicated drop rate altogether for his dedicateds, which isn't too bad. It's definitely on the lower end of the average, but it's not too bad. There are some that are way better than him, which makes absolutely no sense to me. For example, Aurelia is at least double that. One thing to mention as well, actually, I'm not sure if this is a bug or something that was intended, etc., but it's definitely new. For some reason, Graveward is also dropping his dedicated drops. He can drop more than one of them at a time. Obviously, it's not as often. A big thing I noticed yesterday with Aurelia is sometimes she drops all 3, including her blue sniper rifle. at the same time, making her drop rate super high. Graveward's is still lower, but you can still manage to get more than one of them at a time, which definitely didn't used to happen. I haven't noticed it on any other bosses so far, but let me know if you guys have noticed it on any other ones, because I'd be really interested to know if that is a thing by design or just a few bugs with a few of these bosses. But yeah, that is everything I have for 100 farms of Graveward Mayhem 10 level 62 Voltar Demode. Hope you guys did find this video helpful or enjoyable. If you did, don't forget to smash subscribe down below. That'd be awesome. We make a whole bunch of dedicated drop videos and build videos and just a whole bunch of Borderlands 3 content for you guys on this channel. If you guys want to help me out even more, you can smash like it down below. That'd be cool. If you have any bosses or weapons you want to know dedicated drops for, feel free to leave them in the comments. I shall prioritize the videos for you guys. And yeah, other than that, if you guys want to check us out over on Twitch, that is linked down below, or just search CodyMcQ on Twitch. We make a whole bunch of builds, farm some gear, do the Echo Cast event that's currently on, just hang out with chat and have a good time. And yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I shall see you guys next video and a live stream. Till then, adios.